I can remember the very first time I met Clayton Kershaw, and it was spring training 2006. And he was in a golf cart, and I was driving him to the Major League camp to get his photograph taken by Don Sutton, the team photographer. And we had about maybe 2 or 3 minutes on the ride, and I knew he was a great prospect, and I knew he was a first-round pick. And so I said, I guess they're trying to make Koufax out of you. And he said something to me that I'll never forget. And it was just 3 words, but when I heard those 3 words, I knew this guy was special. He turned to me and he had a little smile and he said, people mean well. And for somebody to have that type of perspective, knowing what he was going into, knowing all the comparisons and knowing that he's joining this great Dodger organization with the tradition, he fit right in. You look at all the other names as far as Koufax and Drysdale and Sutton, he's right alongside them. And just imagine too, 7 months ago, when he walked off that mound holding the ball after his last start, I thought, and I'm sure a lot of people thought, that's it. He's had a great career, but is he taking that ball because he thinks that's it? He's not going to be able to play anymore? And if you had said 7 months later that he's going to be on the mound at Dodger Stadium and he's going to be tipping his cap, I might have thought, well, maybe it's a retirement ceremony. Maybe his family's around. There's a framed 22 jersey. Everybody wants to thank Clayton for all the wonderful memories. But no, Mr. Clayton Kershaw definitely has unfinished business.
It is April 30th, 2022 on what may turn into a historic night. Clayton Kershaw on the doorstep of becoming the franchise's all-time strikeout king.
Just 4 strikeouts shy of passing Don Sutton.
Don Sutton is the last one left on the list. Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax, Dazzy Vance, all in the Hall of Fame, all passed by Kershaw along the way. He started his list when he struck out the side in his first start in May 2008. But who would have guessed that in his 15th season, he would close in on the legends?
As a Clayton Kershaw fan, as a fan of baseball and the Dodgers in particular, I've got one of the best seats in the house. He's an elite company, obviously, you know, the late Don Sutton, and what a great man and great pitcher he was. And so for Clayton to eclipse this mark, this milestone, just another feather in his cap.
Hurler Don Sutton nailed down the final game as LA took 2 of 3. Now, only Don Drysdale has more Dodger career strikeouts and victories than Don Sutton.
To fully appreciate what's happening now, you have to recognize what happened then. Know what Don Sutton did from the 60s to the 80s, and you'll see the greatness in what Kershaw's trying to achieve.
Don Sutton was an amazing pitcher in Dodger history. Just imagine his rookie season in 1966. He's joining the staff of a defending world championship team, and at age 21, he's taking his place along with 2 future Hall of Famers, Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale. So right off the bat, he's working with the big boys.
Strike 3 call in the inside corner.
It was so great that Sandy Koufax was there to mentor him, because Don Sutton was in love with his curveball at the age of 12, and by the time he gets to the major leagues, he thinks he knows everything. And Sandy saw the greatness, Sandy saw the potential, and he just said, look, just take your time, it'll be there. And so it was a perfect time. Sandy's last season in 1966, he's a mentor to a future Hall of Famer.
Sutton also reached a milestone, his 210th win. More wins than any pitcher in Dodger history.
By 1979, he's surpassing pretty much everything that Don Drysdale had set. He had the most starts, the most innings, the most shutouts.
Tied Don Drysdale's mark of most lifetime strikeouts.
And so when Don Sutton breaks the strikeout record on August the 5th, 1979, that was the record, the standard for Dodger pitchers in career strikeouts. Don Sutton held that strikeout record for 42 years.
Got it. There it is. 50th shutout, and look at that. He did it. He passed Don Drysdale. He stands alone now. Magnificent moment in the pitching life of Don Sutton. And a bear hug from his coach, Red Adams.
Sutton used to drive Tommy crazy because he would have Red Adams, the pitching coach, deliver messages for him. Donnie wants to do this, Donnie wants to do that. And Tommy said, I used to get the horns on my forehead when I'd hear Donnie this and Donnie that. But after it was all over, Tommy looked back at his career and he said, you know, if I had to have one pitcher win a game, it would be Don Sutton. And that's how much respect he had for him.
I've wanted this for over 40 years. So why am I standing here shaking like a leaf? I think part of it is because I'm standing in front of some of the people who were the greatest artists in a wonderful business that I've ever seen before.
Sutton struck out so many because he pitched so much. Over 23 years, he never missed a turn in the rotation. 756 starts. His 300th win came at 41 years old with the Angels. He added to that total for 2 more seasons, retiring at age 43 with 324. His 233 wins for the Dodgers is still a franchise record. Last January, Don Sutton died of cancer. He was 75. Backstage Dodgers is brought to you by Cadillac.
Kobe, are we gonna get ready for Dada's game? Yeah, Dada's game, huh? Yeah.
Life at the Kershaw house is busy. Ellen and the 4 Kershaw kids flew in from Dallas last night, here in time to see their dad take a shot at becoming the Dodgers' all-time strikeout king. Still, the greatest achievement surrounding the Kershaws today might be getting the family out the door and on the road.
Hey, Charlie, do you have shoes on?
What?
Do you have shoes on?
Yeah.
Perfect. Wow, you are blue, blue, blue. Awesome. Hey, Sissy, you're gonna want a jacket.
Go Dodgers! Yeah! How do you do?
Hey, Cooper, come on, buddy, we gotta go. I gotta get you dressed. Come here. You wild one. Okay, here we go, look. You're like a real baseball player. Dodgers. Can you say go Dodgers?
Dodgers!
Go Dodgers. Go Dada.
Dada!
You say go Dada.
Dada!
Mhm.
Go!
Where'd he go?
It's hard.
He went outside. Will you get your other shoe? Hey, Callie and Charlie, do y'all remember what I was just telling you might happen tonight? Remember what I was just telling you?
If Dad gets out 5 people, he's the best baseball pitcher in the world.
In the world. I think in the world. Everybody buckle up.
No, I'll sit right here, Mom. Why don't you?
All right, guys.
Kidding.
Honestly, we usually try to leave really early for the field. And our ritual is we try to get there super early so that we can go down to the clubhouse and see Clayton before the game, which is so fun because usually we leave the game a little bit early. And so that's kind of his last shot at getting to see them before they're tucked away for bed. This morning, we're also on Dallas time. We just got in from Dallas last night because the kids are still in school there. So we flew in after school. We had a full day at the zoo, doing a field trip at the zoo. And then we flew here, and then we had to wake up crack of dawn this morning. I woke up with the kids and tried to let Clayton sleep, but I mean, for him, sleeping in at this point is like 8 a.m. So it's not like the good old days of what it used to be. But our Charlie had his first baseball game today, and it was really sweet. It's machine pitch, and he did awesome, and Clayton got to be there, which was really fun. We will all move mountains to see each other and to be with one another. Clayton had an off day 2 days ago in between Arizona and LA, and so he caught a night flight out from Arizona and made it to Dallas, got to spend the off day with us, and then caught like the crack of dawn flight out of Dallas to get back to LA yesterday. So just another example of we have to do what it takes. Every single hour counts that we get to spend together. And it's hard because our kids are now school age where we got to finish out the school year. Callie's in first grade and stuff matters to her. Going to the zoo for a field trip, that's important stuff for a 7-year-old. And so she really does want to be there for those things. And so Clayton kind of moves his mountains that he can to get there with us, and vice versa. You know, we're not going to miss a day like today. And I'm so thankful because it did mean a lot to Charlie that he was at the game this morning. And that really does, you know, matter to a little 5-year-old, so that his dad is there cheering him on. And so never does he make it feel like his career in playing baseball has to be the thing that drives our entire family. However, there's no greater joy as his family to get to watch him play baseball. And so, I mean, even for our kids, these are memories that I pray last forever.
When are you going to get there now?
14 minutes.
Now, when are you going to get there now?
Oh, bless.
When are you going to get there? When are we going to get there?
Hey, guys, I have another question for y'all.
13 minutes, okay.
Hey, I have another very important question for y'all.
Yes?
Besides Dada, who's your favorite person on the team?
Mookie Betts.
Mookie? Callie, who's yours?
Dad.
But I said besides Dad. You can't have...
Dad.
Oh, that's sweet. Hello. How's it going?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You want some pay bills?
Yes, we would love 3. Guys, looky there. Can I get a couple more of those playbills?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
How many more you want?
2 more, thank you.
How about you more? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, have a good night.
This franchise has been at it for 139 years, and tonight Clayton Kershaw likely will become the all-time leader in strikeouts. 2,693, 3 shy of tying Don Sutton, and 4 shy of holding the crown alone.
Yeah. Guys, do y'all see Dad? Charlie, do y'all see Dada?
Number 20, Spencer Torkelson.
He's walking to the dugout. In his uniform, he's holding his glove.
Jonathan Scope. 97, third base.
Yeah, with the 2 blue guys. That's him. Say, go, Dada! He waved! Oh.
On the mound for the Dodgers, number 22, Clayton Kershaw. And let's hear it for your Los Angeles
Go, Dodgers!
Backstage Dodgers is brought to you by Arco.
Cooper. Who's that?
Dada.
That Dada? What's he doing?
So.
He's throwing. And he goes, yeah. How does he throw? How does he throw?
He's a walking statue. He's a pitching statue tonight, looking for some more history. Here comes Clayton Kershaw, trying to continue not just his 3-0 start to this 2022 season, but continue what has been a remarkable career. His 15th big league season, on the verge of becoming the all-time strikeout leader in Dodger history. Is 1-2, is a slider to get the first strikeout of the night, and the 2,694th of his career. And Ellen and his family in attendance tonight to take it all in. Yet another step on this journey that has had so many memorable ones.
And the 1-2 pitch, Kershaw's fastball got him swinging. His first big league strikeout.
Clayton Kershaw's illustrious career is cluttered with accolades and milestones. And there to see it all has been his wife, Ellen, since that first strikeout and everything that's followed.
And now, 1 strike away. Hang in there, Ellen. Hang in there. Got it. He's done it.
There's a select group that have won it more than once, and joining that group today is the Dodgers' Clayton Kershaw. For the first time in 46 years, the National League most valuable player is a pitcher.
Wow. Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
That's the greatest thing about doing different things, accomplishments in the sport, is having people around you that want to celebrate. And Ellen is the best at that, and the attitude that she has, the enthusiasm that she has, she's so positive. It's just awesome to be around.
Now, nearly 3,000 strikeouts later, Ellen and the kids sit in their familiar seats, watching and waiting to see yet another piece of history.
And back comes Clayton Kershaw, 1 shy of tying Sutton and 2 shy of the record. Curveball gets him swinging. 2,696. He is tied with Don Sutton.
You could already tell there was a buzz in the park, that they were anticipating 4 strikeouts and we're going to go nuts. Well, they didn't wait for 4 strikeouts. They waited for 2 strikes in any hitter.
Strike 2. On the verge.
That were the moments that the fans recognized. There were a few times when he got to 2 strikes and was about to get closer or even surpass Don Sutton, that they would be disappointed by a foul ball. They would be disappointed by a hit.
Drilled to left on the line, base hit Baez.
Darn it.
But you could tell, because of each one of those moments, it wasn't anticipation waiting for the moment as much it was building with every 2-strike count.
A matter of time, matter of who the victim will be. There's strike 2 on Miguel Cabrera. And the crowd starting to watch the pitches with their hearts.
All right, should we stand up again?
The 1-2. Back to Kershaw. Yeah, this drama will get extended.
There we go.
Another inning.
Very much feels like it's my heart out there, you know, on the mound. And so it hits me differently. You know, there are nerves because I'm watching my husband do what he loves. And so for the fans to kind of be standing alongside me and with me and getting to cheer for him, it's really cool.
There's strike 2. We've been here before, haven't we?
Oh my goodness! Hey guys! Let's see! Let's see, guys!
And they rise to their feet again. They're a strikeout away from becoming the all-time leader in Dodger history.
Charlie, stand up, buddy. Let's see if he can strike this guy out.
He says he doesn't think about strikeouts. He just thinks about winning and getting people out. He's got to be thinking about strikeout right here.
Kershaw's 0-2 pitch. There it is! strikeout king. 2,697.
For a strikeout record like that, that just shows the dedication, and he fits alongside all the other Dodger legends. And it was quite a moment for Dodger fans too. It's one thing to have the record, but what about a moment? And to be able to stand there on the mound and just for a moment, break your game face and to be able to tip your cap. Oh, and by the way, with your cheering and adoring family in the front row, lovingly looking at you. A perfect Hollywood script, but it was no Hollywood story, it was real life, and so many people are so happy for Clayton Kershaw.
I think I definitely have a better perspective, maybe of when I was younger, of how to appreciate things, how special of a place this is, and how, you know, it doesn't happen very often to get to be in one place for this long, and all those types of things. And they all kind of let me have that extra moment, and that was cool. I really did get to like look around and take it all in. Cool moment for sure.
That was very cool. I know.
It's always about the work, it's always about the focus, and it was the same thing for Sutton. And when you look at those career stats, you see a lot of similarities, and you're also going to see another similarity when both end up in the Hall of Fame. Sutton's already there. The only question is, what year is Kershaw going to make his speech?
He gets another, a curveball to get Scope.
This is kind of a nostalgic place for me. Lots of big milestones have happened here where he's just kind of blown me away by what he continues to do. And this fan base is incredible, you know, and it just is such a sweet reminder of how much they love him and admire what he's done, and how, you know, they really have seen him and us grow up here. This is incredibly special to get to do it here in LA, and for me to sit in these seats and get to watch him, it's just another memory I will have for forever.
And for good measure, he gets 3 in the record-setting inning.
The people around you to help you celebrate are what matters the most. To have my teammates care about that, to have my family here care about that, and then to see the fans care about it as much as they did. All those things make it special. You know, if you do everything in a vacuum, it doesn't really mean much. But to have people around you to be able to celebrate with is really cool. And honestly, I didn't expect all that. I tried to keep pitching, and they wouldn't let me. So it was a great moment for me personally, and I'll remember that for a while, for sure.